Maura Murray. Maura Murray was a 21-year-old student at Amherst College in New Hampshire on February 9, 2004. That day, after suffering a crisis at school, he quit his job and then drove to his family in New Hampshire. About 3 hours later, near the town of Haverhill, he crashed into a tree and his vehicle went off the road. There are some eyewitnesses after this accident. Truck driver Butch Atwood said he had spoken to Maura when he arrived at the crash site and wanted to help her. However, it was stated that Maura refused the offer of help and did not want the police to come. Also, another witness stated that he saw Atwood in Maura's car when he arrived at the crash site. Another person who arrived at the crash site, Rick Forcier, said that Maura was alone in her vehicle and stood by the vehicle for several minutes. Finally, another witness said that when he saw the vehicle at the crash site, there was a woman in the vehicle and that woman was also walking to the side of the road. However, when the police arrived on the scene shortly after, Maura had disappeared and there was no other trace. Police searched the area, but found nothing. Maura's phone, credit cards and wallet were left in the car. Since then, Maura Murray's disappearance has been investigated by many investigators, private detectives and law enforcement. However, it is still unknown exactly where he went or what happened, and many hypotheses and theories have been put forward. This incident has not been solved until now and remains a mystery that still interests many people. Johnny Gosch. Johnny Gosch disappeared on September 5, 1982, in West Des Moines, Iowa, at the age of 12. Johnny Gosch disappeared while delivering the morning papers. Shortly after the newspaper began distribution at 6 a.m., 4 men reportedly drove up to him and then abducted him. Since then, Johnny has never been found and the mystery of the incident is still unsolved. Following Gosch's disappearance, his family began a search for him, and the local police department continued their investigation. However, there was not enough evidence or clues about Gosch's disappearance. Many clues and theories have been put forward after the event, but none have been fully confirmed. Gosch's disappearance led to numerous cases of child abduction and child sexual abuse in the United States, and triggered laws to protect children in the country. At the same time, many theories and conspiracy theories were developed about Gosch's disappearance. These include allegations of child abduction gangs, political conspiracies, and even the CIA. However, Gosch's disappearance still remains a mystery, and no evidence or clues can offer a definitive answer as to where he went or what happened. Bryce Laspisa. Bryce Laspisa was 19 years old and a college student in Orange County. On August 29, 2013, he left the dormitory and headed to Sacramento to meet his family. However, his vehicle was found off the road at night near Castaic Lake, near Los Angeles. When Laspisa's car was found, it was found that her cell phone, wallet and computer were in the vehicle, but not hers. Police found no evidence in the vehicle and searched in and around the lake but found nothing. Furthermore, her parents were worried about her mental health. His family said he had recently been showing signs of depression and insomnia. It was also stated that a few days before the incident, he had an argument with his family and ignored their concerns. Some reports have also suggested that Laspisa has been acting a bit manic lately. They thought that Laspisa might have had a dissolution or a mental breakdown. After the incident, many searches and inquiries were made, but no information was found about Laspisa's whereabouts or what happened. Laspisa's disappearance remains a mystery, and her family and police continue their search for her. Asha Degree. Asha Degree was a fourth-grader girl living in the town of Shelby. On the night of February 13, 2000, while she was at home with her family, she disappeared after midnight, running away from home. It is still unclear why Asha Degree ran away from home. His family said they were sure he wouldn't normally do something like this. However, their parents noticed that their daughter has been exhibiting some worrying behavior lately. The night he disappeared, his family learned that a storm was approaching and the electricity was cut off. Her family noticed that they had been trying to sleep through the night, but in the morning their daughter had disappeared from the house. There are many possible clues to Asha's escape. For example, some writings were found in his notebooks at home. These writings contained notes expressing their anxieties and fears. It was also determined that Asha had read about child abduction or abduction in several books in the house. When her family noticed her, she immediately reported it to the police. That night, the weather was rainy and windy. After Asha's disappearance, police and community members launched an extensive search. However, no clues were found. A few days later, a truck driver found a yellow t-shirt and a pencil case in the shape of Mickey Mouse, which the girl claimed to be the owner. These items were found in a riverbed near the highway. Later, the police questioned several people and obtained security footage from a hotel near Asha's home. In the footage, the girl was seen walking to the hotel. The footage strengthened the possibility that Asha may have been abducted or that she may have escaped herself. After the incident, the police and family continued their investigation to find out why and where Asha Degree disappeared. However, no clue has yet been found and the cause of the incident remains unclear. Carly Guza. Carly Guza was a 16-year-old girl and a high school student living in California's Chalfont Valley. He disappeared on October 13, 2018, and here is some information about the incident. Carly Guza ran away from home in the middle of the night and was last seen in a security footage recorded as she walked through a local warehouse. Later, several people in the area claimed to have seen him. These included several neighbors, a postman, and a landowner. A few days after Guza's disappearance, police and volunteers began searching the area. However, no trace of Guza was found. Search dogs, unmanned aerial vehicles and off-road vehicles were also included in the search efforts. Following the incident, Guza's family stated that their daughter has Asperger's syndrome and also has some psychiatric issues such as bipolar disorder, psychosis and hallucinations. Guza's family thought that the reason for his disappearance might be related to these problems. However, the cause of the incident is still unclear and there has been much speculation about Guza's disappearance. Some people think that Guza may have a problem with his drug use or people around him. However, this is just speculation and the cause of the incident is still unknown. Jennifer Kess. Jennifer Kess was 24 years old and lived in Orlando, Florida. He disappeared after leaving his home to go to work on January 24, 2006. Some information about the event. Kess had left her residence early in the morning to go to work, and her colleague did not see her at work. Also, his phone was off that day and his family and friend had not heard from him. The next day, Kess's car was found in the parking lot of an apartment complex. The car was found only a few kilometers away after Kess's disappearance. In the car, Kess's personal belongings and money and credit cards were found in his pocket. However, Kess himself was nowhere to be found. After the incident, the police search began and many clues were collected. However, Kess's disappearance still remained a mystery. There has been a lot of speculation about the incident. Some people think that one of Kess's colleagues or customers they don't know is watching an attack. Others think that Kess's disappearance was a planned escape. However, the cause of the incident is still unclear and the mystery over Kess's disappearance still remains.